Hey there, Stampers. Welcome to this month's Global Video Hop, where our theme is Embossed Resist Techniques. My name is Sherry Roth. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Alberta, Canada, and I'm going to share how to create this card here using the gorgeously made bundle from the 2023-24 annual Stampin' Up! Catalog. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to pull in a piece of white cardstock and a scrap piece of paper. So this piece of cardstock measures, I believe it's 3 3/4 by 5, and I'm going to use this image and some Versamark ink. Actually, before I start stamping, I'm going to take my embossing buddy and just give it a quick wipe across my white cardstock. That is going to remove any statics or any oils from my fingers so that the embossing powder only sticks where I want it to stick. And I'm going to start stamping. So I'm going to stamp the entire background. And now this Versamark ink is a sticky ink. It's also a watermark ink. So on this white, you can't really see the ink. However, if you are using it on a colored cardstock, you can create a nice subtle background. Okay, trying to see where I've stamped so that I don't stamp over top. But this is going to give us the impression of the stamp so that when I cover it or pour on my embossing powder, it will stick to where I've stamped. Okay, so I'm just trying to cover most of the surface here. We'll give that a shot and see how it looks. Now I'm going to bring in some clear embossing powder. You can also use white for this because we are using a white card base. And I'm just going to pour it all over there. I'm going to be very generous. Flip it around. Cover it here and tap off the excess. So now I've got this powdery image on my cardstock. I'll just dump that back in. Now I'm going to bring in my heat tool and I'm going to heat it up. So when you heat this up, so this is just regular embossing. So I'm going to heat it up until it turns from a powdery look to a glossy look. Okay, I think that's good. You can kind of see, if you rotate it around, you can see where it's shiny and where it's not. So I missed a spot there. So I'm gonna just give that a quick zap. Okay, I think I'm good. Now I'm gonna switch out my scrap paper just in case that has some powders on it. I'm gonna bring in another piece. And what I'm going to do now is use 2 ink colors and my blending brushes and add a bit of color. So I'm going to use Lemon Lime Twist and some Azure Afternoon. And what I'm going to do is ink up my blending brush. I always like to tap off on a scrap piece of paper first. And then in a circular motion, starting off of the paper, I'm just going to add a bit of color. And you can add layer upon layer to make it as dark as you want. I always do a soft or a light circular motion so that I don't get any harsh marks, because you can always add more layers of ink, but you can't take off any layers of ink. Okay, so I just added a few layers or areas of lemon lime twist. Now I'm going to do the same thing with the Azure Afternoon. Just tap off that excess. Again, go in a circular motion and then move it onto my cardstock. And you can kind of see, especially with this color, you can see where the image is resisting the color, resisting the ink. So that is why it's called an emboss resist technique. So, and I am going a little bit over the green that we added in there as well. And I'm filling in all of the spots so that there's no white left over. And as we get nearer the edge, I try not to touch where I've added color. So I'm just going to rotate this around, and I've just got a tissue here that I'm going to use in a moment, but just to hold it on, just so I don't remove any of the inks that I've added on with the oils from my fingers. Okay, I'm going to add just a little bit more green. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. So now I'm going to take this tissue and I'm just going to rub where my stamped image is. And if there was any ink left over on the top, that will just rub it off, and you get this beautiful image that pops right through that color. Now I want to add another layer of ink. So I'm going to take this image from that same stamp set. I'm going to tap it in some Azure Afternoon ink, and I'm just going to stamp a few of these. Let's do. Okay, so you can see where I've stamped, you can see the white peeking out, especially with that dark color. You'll see what I do with that in a moment. Now I'm going to take some lemon lime twist and this image, and I'm going to stamp a few of these on here. Let's do one more up here. Okay, actually we're going to do one more here. All right. Now, before we move on to the next step, I'm going to bring back my tissue, and I'm going to carefully wipe over top of my stamped image so that any of that ink that's just sitting on top of that embossed layer is removed so it doesn't smudge. And you have this beautiful, unique background. Okay, let's move on. Now I've got a layer of Azure Afternoon cardstock that I'm going to adhere this to. I'm going to use my multi-purpose glue that I added to these little bottles. That's going to go on here. I believe this blue piece measures 4 inches by 5 1/4. And then that is going to go onto my card base, which is going to be a piece of lemon lime twist. That's going to go right on here like that. So we've got a little bit of a wider border of that green showing through. And then I've got 2 pieces of our white core cardstock. So this is in the specialty paper of our catalog. In with the specialty papers, it comes 12 by 12. You get 2 of each of these colors. So we've got Berry Burst, Fresh Freesia, Night of Navy, Azure Afternoon, and Lemon Lime Twist. And it's called white core because when you tear it, it has a white core. Unlike our cardstock, when you tear it, the color is all the way through. So I'm just going to take those 2 pieces and tear them, and then add a little bit of glue to the back. This paper does have a little bit of texture to it as well. And this was a 1x4" strip, so it's going to sit just a little bit past. I think this must be, the Azure Afternoon must be 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. And then this strip is 4 inches because it does hang off just a little bit. And layer that on top and just make sure those are straight. And then I'm going to take my snips, and I meant to do this earlier. I just want to curl this up a little bit just to give it a bit more dimension. And this is easier to do if you do it before you stick it down, but it works afterwards as well. Okay, so that's just coming off the paper there just a little bit. All right, now I've gone ahead and I've pre-cut a couple things. So I used this larger leaf die and I cut it from some vellum. And then I used some Azure Afternoon and cut this leaf. And then I also cut out the label shape from a piece of white cardstock. And I'm going to take the greeting that says thank you and some Memento ink. And I'm going to stamp thank you on the label. And then we're going to add a couple dimensionals to the back of this. Okay, and then we have one more thing to do before we finish assembling. So I've got a piece of our white herringbone ribbon, and what I've done is I've trimmed down the side. So I'll show you on this side. So on both sides, there is a narrow strip that holds all these fibers together. And if you trim right down like that, it will allow you to pull some fibers so that you can pull the fibers and you can tie a bow, and then you get this beautiful textured ribbon that doesn't add a lot of bulk to your project. So I've got that. So we're going to go ahead and work on our focal point now. I'm going to use my multi-purpose glue, and in this fine tip nozzle, it works great for just adding a little bit of adhesive where you want it. And I love pieces that kind of sit off, that come off. So I'm not covering it with glue. I'm just adding a little bit of glue in the center so that it actually comes off of the page. That will set if I stop handling it. All right, and then I'll put a little bit of glue, same, just down the stem on this one. And that's gonna go on there like that. And then we're gonna trim the ends so that they're a little bit more even here. I'll brush that out of the way. I'm gonna put a dot of multi-purpose glue right here. I do prefer to use multi-purpose glue when I do this technique with the ribbon. I find a mini glue dot, sometimes it will grab one of the fibers and then pulls it, and you don't get quite as nice of a look. Then we'll add our greeting. This is gonna go right over top, like that. And then we're gonna bring in some of these sequins. These are the adhesive backed sequins trio. We're gonna use this clear one. And it looks like I've got one that's fallen off here. So we'll use a few of these on here. And then for the inside, I've got a piece of white. I'm gonna bring back my scrap paper and I'm gonna stamp that leaf image. We'll just do it twice here. And we can add some green in as well. So we'll do the lemon lime twist with our words. just for a little bit of green. And then we can pop that on the inside and our card is done. So if you enjoyed this, make sure that you give me a thumbs up. And if you aren't yet following me, hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss out on any of my future videos. In the description of this video, I will link to the next person who is participating in this Global Video Hop. I appreciate you stopping by. I will also have a full supply list in the description below as well. Thanks so much for watching. Have a wonderful day.